Welcome and thanks for joining me. I'm Cindy Laverty, and you're listening to The Cindy Laverty Show on CRN Talk Radio, where each week we talk about and explore the subject of care, how we care for ourselves so we can better care for each other. And I want to share with you a big revelation that I had this week. Last Saturday, I went to a yoga workshop, transformational yoga. Yes, I do yoga. Try to do it 2 times a week. Don't always make it. But I was at this great workshop, and something magical happened to me. I think when you open yourself up to the world, you make room for what's possible. I've been doing this show now for 2.5 years, and I've always known there was a bigger message, but I didn't know what to do. And frankly, I was scared. I have this little gremlin that lives in my head sometimes, and it says, "You can't do that. Who do you think you are?" I think we all have the gremlin. But I've had this vision of an America where her citizens wake up in the morning with an added intention, doing something each day that is about caring for someone else and doing something each day to care for ourselves better. So I decided I'm going to start a movement, and it's called My Care Movement. So now why the my and not the? Because it begins with you. It begins with me. It's an individual movement where we all can come together, and then it goes out into the world like the little ripple effect. It doesn't have to be big. It can be a smile. It can be a touch. It can be a kind word. It's you taking a moment to act with kindness. And what happens if we all do this? If we all start recording our caring acts? So I've created a Facebook page, and I'm going to begin there, and I will bring you updates. But I want you today to go to My Care Movement on Facebook and just click the like button and make a comment. And then I'm going to keep rolling this out in a bigger way. So post your stories in the community. It just launched today, and then share the message with your friends. I mean, we can do this. We can start a movement of care in America where people are really feeling kind of without hope, and it's a tough time for everybody. So let's do this. You can do this with me. Let's make it happen. So go to Facebook and find My Care Movement and click the like button. And, you know, it's weird because serendipity really does happen. I book my shows way in advance, and it just so happens that my guest today is perfect for the theme running through this show. Donald Altman is the author of 1 Minute Mindfulness, The Mindfulness Code, and Mindful Eating. He's fondly known as America's mindfulness coach. He's a practicing therapist, and he conducts mindful living workshops. He's also a former Buddhist monk, which explains the peace and serenity and calming theme that runs through this book. Donald Altman, welcome to the show, and thanks for being here.
Well, hi, Cindy. It's great to be here with you today, and I want you to know I'm really touched by hearing the message you're talking about, the My Care program that you're starting. I think that's wonderful.
So you'll go to Facebook and find My Care Movement and click the like button?
Oh, yes.
Oh, awesome.
Yes, I will.
Awesome.
I'll be one of the first.
You will be one of the first. That is
Right.
Fabulous. Well, I think we have to do it. And it was so interesting to me that your book just kind of came along at this time. And, you know, I thought, wow, this is like meant to be. So I love your book, Donald. I love, love, love it. And I read a lot of books, and I don't say that about every one of them.
Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that.
This is something that everyone can incorporate into their daily lives, right?
Yeah, and that's exactly why I wrote this book. I wanted to bring mindfulness into the day and have people have the benefit of it, because I think it's really kind of like a vaccine. It inoculates us against negativity, pessimism, and taking things for granted.
All right, let's take a quick 1-minute break, and when we come back, we're going to talk about all of that. Donald Altman is my guest. Stay tuned. You're listening to The Cindy Laverty Show. I'll be right back. I found the